Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving into one of the most exciting and unexpectedly valuable coins in modern U.S. history, the 2004 United States $quarter coin from the state of Florida. And trust me, by the time we reach the end, you'll be checking your coin jar with a whole new level of excitement, released as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program. The Florida 2004 quarter celebrates the Sunshine State's unique contribution to American heritage and exploration. This beautiful coin features a striking design on the reverse side that captures Florida's role in space travel and early discovery. You'll see a Spanish galleon sailing across the waves and the space shuttle soaring into the sky, symbolizing Florida's deep roots in both old-world exploration and modern innovation. The coin also includes the words "Gateway to Discovery," and for collectors, this quarter has truly become a gateway to discovering big value. The artwork on this coin is more than just pretty, it's deeply meaningful. The galleon represents the early Spanish explorers who landed on Florida's shores centuries ago, while the shuttle launch pays tribute to the Kennedy Space Center, a symbol of Florida's pivotal role in the space race. It's this unique combination of old and new, past and future, that makes the Florida quarter stand out among all the state quarters. And it's not just history that gives this coin value, it's the incredible rarity of certain minting errors that truly set it apart. While millions of Florida quarters were minted for circulation in 2004, only a very small number contain the rare errors that make them extremely valuable today. These error coins are like the hidden treasure of the numismatic world, overlooked by many, but highly sought after by those who know what to look for. And if you're lucky enough to find one of these special quarters in your collection, you could be holding onto a coin that's worth far more than you ever imagined. One of the most prized and valuable errors found on the 2004 Florida quarter is the double die reverse. This error happens during the minting process when the coin die shifts slightly between strikes, creating a doubled image. On the Florida quarter, you might notice doubling around the edges of the ship, the shuttle, or even the letters, especially in the words Florida or Gateway to Discovery. The doubling might be subtle, but to a trained eye or even under a simple magnifying glass, it becomes unmistakably clear. And once confirmed, that small detail can make a huge difference in the value of the coin. Another error that collectors go wild for is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is not struck exactly in the center, causing part of the design to be cut off or misaligned. A dramatically off-center strike, say 10% or more, with the date and mint mark still visible is considered a jackpot find. The misalignment gives the coin a totally unique look, instantly recognizable and incredibly appealing to collectors who love owning something truly different from the rest. In addition to those, there are reports of die cracks and cut errors on Florida quarters, both of which are signs of die damage during minting. A die crack appears as a raised line across the coin's surface, while a cut looks like a raised, blob-like area where part of the design is missing due to a damaged die. These features are highly collectible because they're unpredictable, rare, and can vary widely from one coin to the next. No two cut errors look exactly alike, making each one a one-of-a-kind find. Collectors are also keeping an eye out for missing clad layer errors, where the outer layer of nickel on the coin fails to adhere properly, revealing a copper core. This gives the coin a dull, reddish-brown appearance on one or both sides. Not only is this immediately noticeable, but it's also highly valued in the numismatic market because it points to a serious flaw in the minting process, the kind of flaw that turns ordinary coins into legendary collectibles. Now, the condition of your coin plays a huge role in determining its market value. If you happen to own a Florida 2004 quarter that has never been circulated, has no scratches or wear, and still gleams with that fresh from the mint luster, you're in luck. Coins in mint state condition, especially those graded MS 65 or higher by reputable services like PCGS or NGC, are where serious money starts to come into play. Combine that mint condition with a rare minting error, and your coin could become the crown jewel of someone's collection. In recent years, auction houses and private collectors have been battling over high-grade Florida error quarters. The competition is fierce, and the prices are only rising. With demand at an all-time high and supply incredibly limited, owning one of these coins puts you in an elite group of collectors who recognize the hidden value in America's coinage. These aren't just souvenirs, they're tangible pieces of American history that are growing more valuable by the day. And just to give you a real-world example of how far this can go, let's talk numbers. One remarkable specimen, a 2004 Florida quarter featuring a well-defined double-die reverse and a nearly flawless mint state grade, recently made waves in a high-profile coin auction. Collectors from across the country were eager to get their hands on it, and after intense bidding, it sold for a jaw-dropping price of $92,000. Yes, you heard that right, $92,000 for a single quarter. That's the magic of numismatics, the power of a tiny piece of metal to hold so much historical value, beauty, rarity, and financial potential. And the best part? These treasures are still out there. In old jars, in coin rolls from the bank, even in the change you get back at the store. You never know when your next find might be something truly extraordinary, so don't wait. Take a few minutes today to check your quarters. Look closely at every detail, use a magnifier if you have one, and keep an eye out for anything that looks unusual, doubled, off-center, or just plain different. That little detail could mean the difference between pocket change and a life-changing discovery. If you have a 2004 Florida quarter with a rare error and in mint state condition, you might just be holding a coin worth $92,000. Have you come across a Florida quarter with strange features or think you might have found something special? Let us know in the comments. Share your stories, ask your questions, and join a community of collectors who are just as passionate about coins as you are. This is your chance to connect, learn, and maybe even make history. Second rare coin. Explore the fascinating world of the 2018 United States quarter dollar featuring Block Island, a coin that may just be worth far more than you think, released as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. The 2018 Block Island quarter represents Rhode Island and celebrates one of the state's most breathtaking natural preserves, the Block Island National Wildlife Refuge. This coin is part of a legacy that honors the country's most treasured parks, forests, and wildlife habitats, and Block Island was a perfect choice for this collection. The quarter's reverse design is a tribute to both the natural beauty of the island and the important role it plays in bird migration and coastal conservation. For collectors, it's a coin that instantly stands out in the series. The design features a graceful black-crowned night heron gliding over the ocean with its wings spread wide, set against the backdrop of the island's North Light Lighthouse. The detailed artwork is both serene and powerful, perfectly capturing the elegance of the bird and the rugged coastal beauty of Block Island. With its intricate lines and deep meaning, this coin offers not just artistic appeal, but a deep connection to nature, making it irresistible to collectors who value both aesthetics and symbolism in their coin collections. Now, while the Block Island quarter was minted in large numbers for general circulation, only a limited number have gained attention in the collecting world for a completely different reason: rare minting errors that have made these coins incredibly valuable. And these aren't just minor production flaws, they're the kind of noticeable, dramatic mistakes that instantly elevate a coin from ordinary to extraordinary. If you're lucky enough to find one of these special versions, you could be holding a piece worth a whole lot more than face value. One of the most coveted errors associated with the 2018 Block Island quarter is the double die reverse. This happens when the coin die used during the minting process shifts slightly between strikes, creating a ghostly duplication effect. Collectors have reported seeing subtle yet distinct doubling around the bird's feathers, the horizon line, or even in the inscriptions, particularly in the words Block Island or Rhode Island. These doubled images are often only visible under magnification, but once identified, they can dramatically boost the value of the coin. Another exciting and rare error is the off-center strike. This type of error occurs when the coin blank is not properly aligned during the striking process, resulting in a portion of the design being shifted or missing altogether. The most valuable off-center strikes are those that are significantly misaligned, around 10% to 30%, while still retaining the full date and mint mark. That combination of a dramatic visual error and identifiable details makes the coin both rare and extremely attractive to collectors. There have also been verified reports of die breaks, cut errors, and clad layer issues on Block Island quarters. Die breaks appear as raised lines or lumps on the coin, caused by a cracked or damaged die. Cut errors result when a piece of the die actually falls off, leaving a blob-like area where part of the design should be. And missing clad layer errors expose the copper core of the coin, giving it an unusual two-tone or reddish appearance. All of these make the coin unique, and in the collector world, unique means valuable. If you're wondering how to check your Block Island quarter for these kinds of errors, start by using a good magnifying glass and examining the coin in bright light. Look closely at the text for any doubling, especially the mint mark, year, and inscriptions. Inspect the edges for any shifts or irregular thickness, and pay attention to the bird's wings and feathers. Many doubling and die crack errors show up there first. If you spot anything out of the ordinary, don't dismiss it. You might be holding something extremely rare. Now, let's talk condition. A coin's grade plays a massive role in determining its final value. Coins in mint state condition, meaning they show no signs of circulation or wear, are far more desirable than those that have been handled or damaged. Coins graded MS 65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are the ones that typically attract the biggest offers from serious buyers. Combine that with a rare error, and you've got a coin that can command thousands or even tens of thousands at auction. And speaking of auctions, recent years have shown a huge increase in demand for high-grade Block Island quarters with unique minting errors. Collectors are now competing fiercely to acquire these coins before prices climb even higher. In fact, one exceptional Block Island quarter, featuring a noticeable double die reverse and graded in near-perfect condition, was sold in a private collector's auction for a breathtaking final price of $35,000. Yes, a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents was sold for $35,000 because of its rarity, condition, and historical value. So, what does that mean for you? It means the next time you receive change at a store or dig through a coin jar, you could be one of the lucky few to find a coin that's not just beautiful, but incredibly valuable. Don't underestimate the power of knowledge and attention to detail. Many people have spent these coins without realizing what they held in their hands. But you? You now know what to look for. You're ahead of the game. If you've ever come across a Block Island quarter that looked just a little off, maybe with a doubled image, strange line, or misaligned strike, let us know in the comments below. Share your discoveries, your questions, and your coin stories with this amazing community of collectors. We love hearing from you, and your find might help someone else recognize a hidden treasure of their own. And if you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the world of collectible coins. We've got so many more exciting finds to explore together, and your next big discovery could be just one coin away. Third expensive coin. We're spotlighting a truly remarkable piece of American coinage that many people have seen, but few truly understand: the 2009 United States quarter dollar from the U.S. Virgin Islands. This is not just another quarter. This is a shining example of how beauty, history, and error can come together to create a coin of incredible value. So whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner just starting your journey, you'll want to pay very close attention to this one. The U.S. Virgin Islands quarter was part of the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories Quarters Program, a special release in 2009 following the popular 50-state quarters series. These coins were meant to celebrate the rich culture and identity of America's overseas territories, and the Virgin Islands quarter did just that, with elegance and significance. The design of this coin proudly displays a bananawit, the official bird of the Virgin Islands, perched among a stunning arrangement of palm trees and blossoms. Below it, you'll see a trio of inscriptions: U.S. Virgin Islands, united in pride and hope, and the year 2009. Each detail reflects the territory's natural beauty, cultural pride, and optimistic spirit, but this coin isn't just admired for its visual artistry. It's gained serious traction in the collector world for reasons that go far beyond the surface. What sets the 2009 U.S. Virgin Islands quarter apart isn't just its commemorative value, it's the rare minting errors that have turned this humble piece of change into an object of major collector obsession. These errors are rare, highly specific, and incredibly valuable, and if you happen to find one in your own stash, you could be holding a hidden fortune without even knowing it. One of the most discussed and sought-after errors on the Virgin Islands quarter is the double die reverse. This error results from the coin die striking the metal planchet twice, but slightly misaligned the second time. It creates a ghosted effect where parts of the design, especially the lettering or fine lines around the bird and leaves, appear to be duplicated or shadowed. While subtle, this kind of doubling is easily seen under magnification and is highly prized among error collectors. The stronger and clearer the doubling, the more valuable the coin becomes. Another spectacular error involves the off-center strike, where the coin is stamped off alignment from its normal position. Some of these errors can be dramatic, with large portions of the design shifted to one side, while others are more subtle yet still carry serious collector interest, especially when the date and mint mark remain visible. This error not only adds rarity, but gives each coin a unique look, making it a one-of-a-kind addition to any collection. Equally exciting are the cut errors and die cracks found on some of these quarters. A cut error happens when a portion of the die breaks off, leaving a raised, unstruck blob of metal on the coin, often along the rim. This error affects the appearance of the design and creates a highly visible and collectible flaw. Die cracks, on the other hand, show up as raised lines across the coin surface and indicate that the die used to mint the coin was fractured. Both of these errors are seen as proof of limited minting runs and mechanical anomalies, making them incredibly attractive to collectors hunting for unique and rare examples. Collectors have also reported clad layer issues, which occur when the outer nickel layer of the coin fails to bond properly, revealing the copper core beneath. These errors can affect one or both sides of the coin and are immediately noticeable due to their unusual coloration and texture. A 2009 Virgin Islands quarter with this error can appear dramatically different from a normal coin, standing out in any collection or auction and commanding a premium price. As with all valuable coins, condition is key. Coins that have not been circulated, meaning no scratches, no dings, no wear, are categorized as mint state and given a numerical grade by professional grading companies. The closer the grade is to MS 70, the more pristine and desirable the coin becomes. Now, imagine combining a rare minting error with an MS 67 or MS 68 grade. That's the kind of coin collectors dream about, and they're willing to pay huge amounts to get their hands on one. The popularity of this coin has exploded in recent years, thanks in part to collectors recognizing its historical significance and the rarity of these errors. Coin auctions and private sales have revealed just how much demand exists for these rare finds. Collectors are eagerly seeking out high-grade Virgin Islands quarters with clear minting errors, and the prices they're willing to pay are staggering. These aren't just coins, they're pieces of modern history, and each one tells a different story. One especially rare example, a 2009 U.S. Virgin Islands quarter featuring a perfectly visible double die reverse and near-flawless mint state grade, recently made headlines when it sold for a jaw-dropping $57,000 in a high-profile auction. Yes, that's $57,000 for a single quarter that many people might have spent without a second thought. This is what makes coin collecting so exciting, the possibility that extraordinary value can hide in the most ordinary places. So here's your call to action. Check your change. Go through your old coin jars, drawers, and bankrolls. Look closely at every 2009 U.S. Virgin Islands quarter you find. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the lettering and design. Search for doubling, shifted images, cracks, off-center strikes, or anything that looks out of the ordinary. You never know, the next great coin discovery might be sitting right there in your hand. Have you found a quarter that looks different? Have you come across something that might be an error but you're not quite sure what it means? Let us know in the comments. We love hearing from collectors of all levels, and we're here to help you learn, discover, and maybe even unlock a small fortune. This community is built on curiosity, passion, and sharing knowledge, and your story could inspire someone else to start their collecting journey. If you found this video helpful, exciting, or just plain fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another episode. We're on a mission to explore the hidden gems of American coinage, and the next incredible find could be just around the corner. Especially, we're taking a high-speed journey into the world of the 2002 United States quarter dollar from Indiana, a coin that has become a surprising favorite among collectors, especially those lucky enough to spot the rare versions that carry jaw-dropping value. You might want to check your pocket change after this one. The Indiana quarter was released in 2002 as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program, a wildly popular series that ran from 1999 to 2008 and highlighted each of the 50 states with a unique design. For Indiana, the design celebrated something the state is truly known for: racing. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see a striking image of an open-wheel race car speeding across an outline of the state, with 19 stars symbolizing Indiana's status as the 19th state to join the Union. It's a coin that captures energy, movement, and pride, everything that makes Indiana special. But beyond its bold design and state pride, this coin has something else going for it: rarity, and more importantly, error-based rarity. That's right. While millions of these coins were minted and released into general circulation, a very small number of them left the U.S. Mint with unique errors that turn them into a collector's dream. And if you happen to come across one of these rare varieties, you could be holding something worth far more than 25 cents. One of the most sought-after errors on the Indiana quarter is the double die reverse. This error occurs when the die used to stamp the coin shifts slightly between strikes, resulting in a faint but noticeable duplication of parts of the design. On the Indiana quarter, collectors have noticed doubling, particularly around the race car's lines, the outline of the state, and even in the inscriptions. If you take a close look with a magnifying glass and spot a shadow-like effect or duplicate lines, you might be holding a double die, and that's when things start to get exciting. Another prized error is the off-center strike, where the coin isn't properly aligned when it's stamped. This causes part of the design to be misaligned or cut off. The most valuable off-center coins are those that show a significant portion of the design shifted off the edge, but still display the date and mint mark clearly. These types of minting mistakes are very uncommon, especially in the later years of the State Quarters series, which is why collectors are willing to pay high prices for well-preserved examples. Equally fascinating are the clad layer errors, where the coin's outer nickel coating is partially or completely missing, revealing the copper core beneath. These coins look dramatically different, with a reddish tone and sometimes a rough texture that sets them apart instantly. A 2002 Indiana quarter with a missing clad layer on one or both sides is not only rare but also extremely desirable among error coin enthusiasts. Collectors have also documented die cracks, cuts, and struck-through grease errors on this quarter. A die crack looks like a raised, thin line across the coin where the die was fractured. A cud is a lump of metal, typically on the edge of the coin, caused by a piece of the die breaking off. And a struck-through grease error results in parts of the design appearing faint or missing entirely because debris blocked the die during striking. All of these flaws add character and significant value to the coin. Condition is everything when it comes to assessing value. A coin that is in mint state condition, untouched by circulation, and graded MS 65 or higher by a reputable grading company like PCGS or NGC is already considered premium. But when that high grade is paired with a dramatic error, that's when values skyrocket. Serious collectors are always on the hunt for rare error coins in pristine condition, and the competition for them is fierce. There's been a growing trend in recent years where coins from the State Quarters program, especially those with minting flaws, have started fetching incredible prices at auctions. One particular Indiana 2002 quarter, featuring a rare and well-documented double die reverse combined with a near-perfect mint state grade, was the highlight of a private auction. The final bid? An eye-watering $85,000. That's right, $85,000 for a coin most people wouldn't think twice about spending on a vending machine snack. This kind of story is why coin collecting is so thrilling. It's not just about history or design, it's about the unexpected. The fact that something so small and so common on the surface could actually be a hidden treasure is what keeps collectors searching and what makes every coin a potential mystery waiting to be solved. And the Indiana quarter, with its racing theme and collectible rarity, is quickly becoming one of the most exciting discoveries in the modern coin world, so don't overlook your quarters. Grab a magnifier, sit down with your coin collection, and give those 2002 Indiana quarters a second look. Check for doubling, misaligned strikes, unusual textures, and anything that just looks off. Those little imperfections could be the very thing that makes your coin extraordinarily valuable. Have you found an Indiana quarter that looks a little different? Maybe you've spotted what you think is a minting error, or you have questions about grading and value. Share your finds in the comments below. Our community is full of passionate collectors, and we'd love to help you learn more and possibly celebrate your next big discovery together. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the hidden value of the Indiana quarter and want to learn about more incredible coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a future episode. Every coin tells a story, and sometimes that story ends with a life-changing number. Last unique coin. Spotlight is shining bright on the 2002 United States quarter dollar from Mississippi, a coin that could be hiding in your pocket and yet could be worth a small fortune. The Mississippi quarter was released in 2002 as part of the celebrated 50 state quarters program, which honored each state with its own unique reverse design. Mississippi's quarter is a true tribute to natural elegance, showcasing the magnificent magnolia blossoms, which are not only the state flower but a symbol of southern beauty and resilience. The detailed floral design captures two large blooming magnolias, giving this coin a graceful and timeless look that instantly stands out in any collection. It's a design that speaks of pride, tradition, and delicate craftsmanship, a visual reminder of Mississippi's nickname, the Magnolia State, while the artwork alone makes this coin desirable to collectors. What really elevates its status in the numismatic world is the emergence of extremely rare minting errors that have driven demand and skyrocketed its market value. Not every Mississippi quarter is created equal, and it's the special few with flaws, yes, flaws, that collectors are hunting with intense enthusiasm. These aren't mistakes to be dismissed. They're the very features that turn a standard 25-cent coin into a once-in-a-lifetime find. One of the most coveted errors found on this coin is the double die reverse. This rare and valuable error occurs when the die used to strike the reverse side of the coin is misaligned between strikes, leading to a doubling of elements on the coin's surface. With the Mississippi quarter, this can show up in areas such as the edges of the magnolia petals, the lettering, or the stems. Under magnification, the doubling becomes clear, and if you're holding one of these gems in mint condition, you're looking at something truly rare and incredibly valuable. Another thrilling error to look out for is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin isn't properly centered during the minting process, causing part of the design to be cut off or shifted. The most valuable off-center coins are those where a significant portion of the design is misaligned, but the year and mint mark are still fully visible. These off-center Mississippi quarters have a unique, striking appearance, and because they're so uncommon, they instantly grab attention from serious collectors. There are also reports of clad layer missing errors, where the coin's outer nickel layer is improperly bonded, revealing the copper core underneath. These errors give the coin a distinctive reddish or dull tone on one side or both, and when combined with the already elegant magnolia design, they become highly collectible. Coins with this type of metal composition error are often one of a kind, and rarity always drives value up in the collector market. Collectors have also noted the presence of die cracks and cut errors on some 2002 Mississippi quarters. A die crack shows up as a raised line caused by a fractured minting die, while a cut error results from a piece of the die breaking off, leaving a blob-like section where part of the design is missing. These dramatic and eye-catching flaws make each coin unique, and when found in high grade, they are highly sought after for both their visual interest and their rarity. As always, condition is king. A coin that remains in mint state condition, untouched by circulation and preserved perfectly, carries far more weight in the collector's market than one that's been worn down over time. Coins graded MS 65 and above by professional services like PCGS or NGC are the most likely to command premium prices, especially when paired with one of the errors we've just described. Even a single error in combination with a top-tier grade can make this Mississippi quarter the crown jewel of a collection. Collectors across the country are waking up to the value of this specific state quarter, and recent auctions have proved just how powerful the demand has become. A rare Mississippi quarter featuring a clear double-die reverse and off-center strike, professionally graded and preserved, recently made headlines in a major private sale. After multiple bids and an intense bidding war, the final sale price reached an astounding $70,000. That's right, $70,000 for a coin you could easily find in an old jar or coin roll. It's moments like these that keep collectors coming back. The thrill of the hunt, the possibility that a seemingly ordinary quarter holds incredible value, and the joy of discovering something special. These are the driving forces behind the growing excitement for coins like the Mississippi 2002 quarter. It's not just a piece of metal, it's a piece of history, a potential investment, and a beautiful work of art all rolled into one. Now here's the fun part. You could be holding one of these rare quarters right now and not even know it. Check your change, your drawers, old wallets, and even those dusty coin collections from the past. Get out a magnifying glass, study the details closely, and compare them to known error examples. Look for doubling, off-center designs, unusual textures, or color shifts. Every detail matters, and every detail could mean the difference between 25 cents and a life-changing discovery. And if you do find something unusual, don't keep it to yourself. Drop a comment below and tell us what you found. Our coin collecting community is full of helpful and passionate people, and your coin might be the next big discovery. Whether you're looking to learn more, share your find, or just connect with fellow collectors, we want to hear from you. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Mississippi quarter and want to hear more stories about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. We've got many more exciting coins to explore, and your next big treasure could be waiting just around the corner. Thanks for joining us on another incredible coin adventure. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next Mississippi quarter be worth $70,000.